everybody, welcome back to my channel. I hope everybody's having an awesome, what day is it today? Tuesday, and is looking forward to Christmas. I know I am. I've been wrapping as I go this year, and I've never done that before, and I'm really glad I am, because looking at all the presents I put under the tree last night, it would be a lot if I would have waited to the day before Christmas to put those out, which is what I usually do. So I got my caramel macchiato that I made myself with my new fancy espresso machine that my fiance got me for my birthday that I've been wanting for 2 years, so that's super exciting. For those of you that don't really know me very well, I used to work at a Starbucks for a little while when I was pregnant with my second son, Cash, who is now a year old. And yeah, so I know how to make all the Starbucks drinks, so I really wanted my very own espresso machine, and I got one. But anyways, so I actually just got done putting Cash down for his nap for the second time. Like, I put him down, they slept for 30 minutes, then something woke him up. He just started crying and then stood up in his bed just like hysterical. So I went in there and I was like, okay, he only slept for 30 minutes. I'm gonna try and put him down again. You can kind of see him on the monitor over there. And I rocked him for a little bit and he fell back asleep. So I'm not sure, sometimes he just abruptly wakes up like that, and it kind of weirds me out. But that's like the only time he wakes up in the middle of the night, is if he like wakes up like that or in the middle of his naps. So he is sleeping. This video has been so hard for me to get because since he's turned 1, he only takes 1 nap a day now, is he's supposed to be taking a 2.5-hour nap. And he has only been sleeping for 30 minutes, maybe an hour. So it's been kind of hard and for me to do anything because I have him. And if he saw me videotaping, he would try and take my tripod for sure, and he wouldn't sit still. So it'd be like nearly impossible for me to make this video if he were awake. So that's one reason it's taken me a long time. So I guess I'll go ahead and get into it. There are a few different reasons why I haven't been doing my YouTube videos. The first reason, I want to say, like, the biggest reason why, is because I just don't ever want to do anything with myself every day. As many of you know, I stay at home and I never have to really go anywhere. I mean, sometimes I do to go run errands, or I like to go out to the store and look around at things, shop a little bit to get out of the house, but I'm just with Cash and now Sean, because he's out of school because of the virus, so he's been home, so I'm only around them all day long. So it's like, I don't like want to do my hair, I don't want to do my makeup, I don't want to get dressed even. So that's like, I want to say, like, the biggest reason why I haven't been doing my videos, because I don't want to get on here looking like crap, just like I rolled out of bed on video for everybody. I don't even know who watches my videos. YouTube doesn't tell you who watches them, so who knows who's watching my stuff. So I'm like, I'm not gonna get on video without doing something with myself. So that's a big reason why. The second reason why is I kind of got in a funk, and I don't know what put me there. I know a little bit. As many of you know, I just recently moved. I want to say at the end of it, like the middle of December, towards the end, it'll be 6 months since I've moved out of my home that Sean and I lived in for 12 years, and Cash was born. When I first had Cash, I lived there for the first 7 months of his life. So it's just like where I got used to everything. It was home. It was a single wide trailer, and it needed a lot of work. So I was excited to get out of the trailer because, I wanted something that was going to be mine and my now fiance's, and it's like our new place, just us, that I haven't lived in before without him. And I was just tired of living in the trailer because, like I said, it needed a lot of work. We did a lot of work to it, but it needed so much more, and it just wasn't worth it because it was a 2-bedroom, and I know I wanted 2 more kids. And now I have 2 more. I'm pregnant with my baby girl, and then I have Cash and Sean. So I was a little excited to get out of the trailer, but then once we moved, and I want to say about, I don't know, like a month, maybe a little bit longer, I started to really miss my trailer. Like, not just the home itself, but the environment I was in for so long. Like, living in that city I lived in, it was so nice. Everything was 5 minutes away. It's like, it's funny because you really don't know what you have until it's gone. Like, I just thought like every city was like that. Like everything was like accessible and, you know, like the city I was in. Like I just figured everything was like that. Well, that's not the case. Where we ended up moving, it's completely different. I have to drive 30 minutes away to get to anything that's not a grocery store. Even restaurants. There's like maybe 3 or 4 restaurants that are within less than 30 minutes away from me. So, and then not to mention everyone and everything I've ever known for the past 12 years of my life is an hour away from me now. So I haven't seen many of my friends often, and if I do see them, I have to drive an hour away, and with a baby and his nap schedule, like I barely ever got to see anybody. So I just fell into like this depression, like this funk. And I'm still not used to it out here, and I am still wanting to go back out towards where I used to live, where I'm like 15 minutes tops away from everything I want to be, like close to, like Target and, you know, Barnes and Noble. Like I want to be close to those things. Like, I mean, I want to be close to everything. And right now, the only thing I'm close to are grocery stores and select food places. And they're like not even good ones like that I would want to eat at, and like fast food. And I hate fast food, and I've been eating a lot of fast food, and I think that's a lot of the reason why my mood has been bad, is because I've been eating like crap. I've been eating McDonald's and things that I would never have ate when I lived where I used to live. And I ate so healthy when I was pregnant with Cash. I had 2 jobs, I was always on the go, and now I've been a stay-at-home mom taking care of Cash and just like not eating well. So I think that has a lot to do with why my mood started to get bad. And for a little while, I didn't know I was pregnant. I didn't find out I was pregnant until I was like 5 weeks and 4 days along. And then, so that brings me into the third reason why I haven't been doing my YouTube videos, is because I got so sick longest time in the beginning of my pregnancy. I want to say my sickness just went away like 3 weeks ago. I didn't like physically throw up, but I felt nauseous all day, every day. I could barely eat. Even like the smell of food like made me sick. Like I was like, ugh, I don't want to eat that. So I get really bad headaches. And I think a lot of the depression came from the beginning of the pregnancy, like all the hormones and everything. They say when you have a girl, like you get all these extra hormones and things that you don't need because you already produce them being a girl. So they say it's like super hard being a girl, and I just didn't know. I've had boys. Now I know. It's definitely been very hard, because with Cash and Sean, I didn't feel like I was pregnant. Never got sick, nothing like that. So I think that kind of made my mood even worse than it already was. And so yeah, I just wasn't my normal outgoing, happy go lucky self. So I feel like I was always in a good mood when I used to live where I did and worked and stuff like that, and ate healthy and took all these supplements. And that's another thing, I haven't been taking any of my supplements because I'm not working. And I can't afford those things because nutritionists, they're not cheap. Supplements, they're not cheap. They work, but unfortunately they're not cheap, and insurance doesn't cover them like insurance covers medicine. And it's hopefully they change that one day, because I truly believe that supplements and natural holistic care is so much better for you than medicine, unless like, you know, you have like a serious illness like cancer or something like that that you can't be treated naturally. So yeah, it's a combination of all those things just kind of threw me, and I was in no place to be in front of the camera. So I'm finally starting to feel back to myself. And another big announcement is I just recently got a part-time job. So I'm kind of mixed feelings on that. I'm like super excited about it, ready to get some me time and get out of the house for a little bit and make some money, most of all. so I can get the things that I was accustomed to getting when I was working and pregnant with Cash. Because, you know, even like just like going to the store and buying little things like Christmas, like little trees or something, like Christmas decorations, or just like, I don't know, chapstick, a shirt, stuff like that, it really does help with your mood. And there was that long stretch up until recently that I wasn't buying or going out or doing any of those things. So I think that's another reason, like it really does, shopping really does do something for the soul. I swear. If you're like me, like if you understand what I'm saying, then you get it. But if you're one of those people that are used to buying things all the time, like maybe you don't understand or you're taking that for granted. But yeah, I know I did take that for granted when I did it all the time. I didn't realize how much it did help my mood and make me happy. Like getting my nails done, like I haven't been doing that. Like I usually always have my nails done, and that has been non-existent. Like I think I got them done like once or twice in the last year and a half. Yeah, year and a half, maybe a little under that. Since Cash has been born, I haven't really been getting my nails done or doing anything for me. Hanging out with friends just by myself. Like it's been like I just am in mom mode constantly, and it's been hard. I love being a mom. I love being a stay-at-home mom. I just need to start doing more for me and getting out and do stuff by myself. And then I also need to start doing things with my fiance. We need to start doing things as a couple, because all we do is, you know, mom dad mode, and he works. So yeah, I don't want to talk your guys' ears off too much. But that is why I have not been doing my YouTube videos. And even though I'm doing this job part-time, I didn't tell you what the job was. I'm going to be working for a hospital doing guest services. So it's like on the administrative side. I'll be in an office at a desk answering the phone lines for the hospital and helping people out. And I'm super excited about it. I've been wanting to get into the medical field for a while now. I just haven't really tried. And I've been wanting to get away from that sales field. Like all I'm used to is sales. And I'm so done with it. I cannot even say how done with it I am. I started off in retail. Then I ended up my way to dealerships, selling cars, being on the phone, selling car appointments. And then I went into car insurance, which I feel like, aside from the hours, because in a car dealership, you have to work like 75 hours a week. It's a lot. So aside from that, the car insurance was the worst, because it's just so competitive and so high, and people don't understand car insurance. They think they do, and they like try and argue with you on the phone, but listen, I got my state license to sell insurance. It was not easy. It took me 5 tries to get it, and over $800 later. And people try to argue with me saying they know more about insurance, or they just are mad about things, but it's like, insurance is so hard to like understand, and there's so much that goes into it, and it's so expensive being in Michigan, and I don't think it's ever going to change. And people just like hate you over the phone. They hate you because of the insurance, because they're not getting a good rate, and it's like nothing you can do about it. So, and I feel like that's how sales is in general. So I want nothing to do with sales anymore. And that's a big reason why I haven't worked for a year, because my whole resume is sales. And when you don't have experience in the field you want to go in, it's a lot harder to get into that field, because all of your experience is somewhere else. And they look at your resume and they're like, oh, she doesn't have experience in, you know, what I'm looking for. So that, and I just wanted to be home with Cash while he was little. Like I was supposed to go back to work when he was 3 months old, and I couldn't do it. Like I just could not do it. He was just way too little. I couldn't imagine somebody else taking care of him when he was that small, and I'm breastfeeding, so it just would have been impossible. So even though I had no money and my bills weren't getting paid, that's another reason why I was falling into a depression, I think, because I built up my credit when I had 2 jobs, and you know, I was working really hard to save up money for when I had cash for when I wasn't going to be working, but I didn't predict I wasn't going to be working for this long. So there was like a little while there where my bills weren't getting paid, and you know, I wasn't able to go out and shop for things, but being able to be the one to take care of my baby and raise my baby, make sure he's okay, is like way more of a priority to me. So yeah, I start doing that. My first day is the 21st of December, and it's gonna be part-time, like 3 days a week, so it's perfect. I'm so excited, and I cannot wait. And I'm still gonna be doing my YouTube when I worked. I don't know if I'm gonna do 2 days a week still or not, but I'll definitely do 1 video a week. So yeah, I hope I didn't talk too much. And for anybody that's watched the whole video, thank you. I just kind of wanted to explain things and get back into YouTube, because it does make me happy doing these videos, especially for memories. So yeah, I mean, if you guys want to talk, or if you have any questions or anything, or comments, or just like advice, or just anything you want to say, put it down below. I am more than happy to get messages and communicate with people, because all I communicate with are my little babies. So that is it for this video, and I will see you guys in my next one. Have a good day. Bye.